All right. Let me actually move the mic to a good spot. Welcome to the update on the local tourney. This is the third round. There was only 3 rounds of Swiss on this particular day at Epik Cards Games because throughout the week they had stopped doing Top Cut. Number one, there typically isn't too many people that come in during the weekdays. Here in the DFW, there is a lot of locals that people can go to. So it's a challenge to get a lot of people in specific areas in the DFW. But I do think it was 12 players this day. So, unfortunate to not have at least a top 4, but it happens. This is round 3. Luke on top, Aiden on the bottom. Luke playing Orcust Mitsurugi versus Aiden playing the Maliss deck. We saw him earlier in round 1. And he's going to start his turn with a Maliss and Underground. I believe he had Chessy Cat in hand. We'll determine that here in just a moment based on what he summons, and what he's going to grab is a Dormouse. So Dormouse will be banished, and then he'll pay 300 in order to summon her out. And then we might see if it can resolve a white binder here. Now, I did actually record this video the other day. However, it was also promoting the Epic Edison Monthly, which actually went off successfully without an issue. Luke has Ash and Droll in hand. Okay. And what's it called? It's already like the following week. So 49 players. I'm not going to spoil who won. If you do want to see it, you can see it in Epic's VOD channel. I'll link it down below. Or you can wait till Oscar posts his videos, aka Retro Legacy Formats. I'll also post his channel down below so that you can watch those Edison videos if you'd like. So, on the summon of Dormouse, Aiden is going to banish the white binder. In order to have it be summoned back, set the TB11, the only person I've seen recently that plays TB11, and he draws into a Gold Sark and another copy of White Rabbit. I'm sorry, not binder, but Rabbit. He gets hit with the Droll, but honestly, the Gold Sark is going to bail him out here, as he will still be able to use it to add the March Hare to the hand. So 300 more life points is being paid in order to summon out that Chessy Cat, and he looks over to probably summon a Splash Mage, right? And then from there, probably link up into a white binder to set a copy of NTP or maybe even GWC. Now, while I did already record this video and I'm re-recording it, I completely forget what happens here. I do know who wins, but I do forget how it got to that point. So none of this is fresh. Now here he does summon the white binder and is okay, so he has GWC in hand, so he's just going to banish the MTP. So he's going to banish the Droll from Luke's graveyard. The banishing effect honestly doesn't really matter, right? At least not in this specific circumstance. All of the level 3s got used, and that Droll being there in the grave, yes, if someone's playing Monster Reborn, but typically not the case. Now, this should lead to him activating the Gold Sark. Actually, now that I think about it, I should speed this video up, because it is... I mean, they're not playing too slow, but I should do so. Okay, we speeded it up just a little bit here. So now, on that, he is down 1,200 points total, has the March Hare. It looks like he's going to extend with it, though. Could be looking to make a Harsh Crypter that would give him 2 forms of interruption. The white binder banish 3 plus the Harsh Crypter banish plus MTP banish, right? So he has multiple forms of banish disruption here that he can utilize, and he can always search for another March Hare at any time. So With that, he sets another card, passes, and I am going to say that in the draw phase, Luke is going to go ahead and activate the prayers. Aiden looking at that impulse, looking to activate it to negate it. Now, let's see. Luke has a Foolish, a Crescendo, an Ash in hand. So let's see how he ends up playing this turn out here. Can he deal with the disruptions that Aiden has? Here we see a Heart Horror. Now, Maliss, in general, should have a good matchup against... but we see an Impulse in hand as well. Should generally have a good matchup against Orcust, right? White Binder being able to banish all of the follow-up in the Orcust graveyard, and then banishing all the monsters on the field in general will just usually prevent the Orcust player from continuing to play any further, as they also end up losing their link fodder. So on the activation of GW6, we are going to probably see the, what's it called, Impulse, which we do. Aiden's going to Chainlink 3, the MTP. Chainlink 4 will be Ash. And so this interaction is super beneficial for Luke here. Number one, he gets to resolve dumping the Nightmare and prevent it from being banished, and also prevent March Hare from being added to hand, which further prevents Aiden from interrupting him. Now, what we do have is the Hard Scripter Banish, right? And then a TB11 Reborn. So it's not like it is over quite yet. We'll see what Aiden ends up wanting to do here in just a moment. So he is going to use Hard Scripter's effect in order to shuffle back a Maliss, and then on res banish a face-up card on Luke's field. Looks like he ended up doing so on the effect of Gear Suit to special summon a token, and I believe he can summon a token if he controls no other monsters on the field when it activates its effect. Links it off, because I think it's a World Legacy token, and that can be used, I believe, for the Galatea. This Link 1 can discard a card in order to search for an Orcust spell or trap, I believe. Or a World Legacy card, actually. Because they can add, like, the monster. So let us see what he plans on grabbing. He grabs the Babel, which is typical because you normally don't see the World Legacy level 5 in the Mitsurugi builds. There is some that play it, but you encompass your deck with a lot more bricks, so adding another one on top of that wouldn't feel good. So now, he's going to go ahead and utilize the effect of, what's his face? The Crescendo in order to add a Orcust monster from the deck. This will lock him into Dark Machines for the rest of this turn. Or rather, and all the monsters that he can summon are only going to be Dark Machines. So you can't activate Crescendo if you had summoned like a different type. And luckily the World Legacy token is a Dark Machine, so yes. Now, let's see here. He's going to use the Nightmare to dump the World Wand, and then probably banish it to summon back either Nightmare or Harp Horror. Let's see what he grabs. Ends up grabbing the Horror. Okay. On the Summon of Horror, nothing, so he'll go straight to the Link 2. And then Galatea, probably shuffling back that World Wand in order to set... Actually, Galatea doesn't have to set now that I think about it. Yeah, no, it's an optional set, so pretty good effects here so far. Well, he summons back the Galatea by banishing the Heart Horror. Okay. Now summons the Long Girsu. Long Girsu effect is going to shuffle back 2. Let's see, which ones does he shuffle back? Longyearsu, for those that don't know, because Orcust is a fairly old archetype. I think it came out at the tail end of 2018. While it links to a monster, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. And then it can shuffle back 2 Orcust monsters from the Banish or 2 Dark Machines in order to send a card it points to the graveyard. Now from here, he's going to overlay into the Dingirsu. Looks like he's going to choose the effect to send a card, I believe. Aiden Chainlink 2 for the TB11. Now, he has no further card in hand, so this Chessy Cat will be removed. He's going to attack into the token. And then let's see what ends up being done afterwards. Okay, so he special summoned the Typhon, and remember, he cannot do this because he is under Crescendo, so this is an illegal play. Aiden draws a card, sets it, and as I mentioned, he had no more cards in hand, so no Cybers to be able to run back through his plays. And so you kind of ask yourself, was it worth using the March Hare to make the Crypt there? And honestly, you know, you don't expect to get hit with 2 hand traps on your opponent's turn after your turn passes. So I think it was fair. I mean, again, he had all the Maliss traps, but none of them ended up, you know, working out for him. So with this, Luke ends up normal summoning the Harp Horror. Looks like he only plays 1 copy of the Galatea, otherwise 100% you would have linked here. Attacking directly for 17 plus 29. So Aiden down in life by quite a bit, because I think he paid 1200 on his turn 1. So this here would be 41 plus 17, 58, so he should be down to 22. I'm sure Luke had a way to make it game though, but I'm not too familiar with modern Orcust, right? I haven't played this deck in a very long time. Like back then you would do like a Borreload, Savage Dragon, not Savage Dragon. Well, I mean you did. Some builds played the tuners, but Boral Sword Dragon, right, to make the OTKs with Dingirsu. Maybe he just didn't have sufficient bodies or doesn't play the Boral Sword. Honestly, I can't blame you, but yeah. So here he's going to link into the Galatea, banish the Harp Horror to send a card. He can send Nightmare, right? Okay, Impermanence Chain then in response. He can summon the Galatea Eye and then make the link 4. Let's see what he does. Links into the dark. Okay. This is going to grab Aiden's White Binder. And then, funny enough, he can use White Binder effect because that effect is only when it is special summoned, not when it's link summoned. So he ends up banishing the Splash Mage and 2 of the Maliss traps. I believe it was MTP and GWC06. Here we see the Galatea Eye being special summoned. They balance that card really well actually, because you cannot link summon XC summon with that card is a material. So unfortunately it cannot be a free link 1 for the Dingirsu, which irks me because like it would be so much better if you could. It'd making the Galatea the IP lines a lot better, but what can you do? So here he's going to make the link 4 Girsu because it has a strange name, so I'm not going to say its full name. And Aiden draws the talents, and yeah, it's just gonna scoop. There's nothing really more to do. Something Luke could have done is return one of the Harp Horrors from his banish to hand, but it made very little difference here. So now we'll be right back as the players side for game number 2. All right, we are back. Aiden drawing his 5 cards. We see Impulse, Allure, Backup, Dormouse, and Druid's Worm. Really good opening hand. And so he's going to go ahead and start with the Allure. Draws into a Thrust and a White Rabbit, banishing the Dormouse, and now the Dormouse is going to go ahead, pay 300, and summon itself to the field. From here, it looks like, see, he Lancias on the summon, and you ask yourself, isn't it better to just Lancia in the draw phase? In certain circumstances, sure, you can probably wait, and I'd say it's better waiting if, like if you didn't have to use it your turn 1, right? And then whenever they start playing in their turn 3, you use it on a response to something. I guess in this case, he ended up getting punished for it, but not really too much, because funny enough, Aiden does have the necessary bodies in hand to be able to continue playing under this Lancia. So yeah, here we're going to see White Binder summon, and he's going to set the GW6, so none of the traps can be used this turn, as you can't banish for cost. So he's going to go ahead and link summon for the Splash Mage. Oh, Cyber's Wicked also cannot be used. That's also relevant information. It's going to target the White Binder and summon itself out to make the, let's see, probably Red Ransom here. You want the access to either the field spell, maybe Malice and Underground. Making White Binder doesn't really make sense here unless you really want to get the third trap set, and it looks like that is what he's going to value. Now the backup Secretary, or backup Ignister, is going to summon itself, since he controls a monster summoned from the extra deck. And now he's going to search for the Wizard at Ignister. This Wizard at Ignister is... oh, he will have to follow up with discarding a card actually for the search. Yeah, and see, this is why you should have gone for Red Ransom. See, if you had the Red Ransom, you could add the field spell or the quick play and discard that instead. And it's really good actually in the graveyard to have the quick play, because then you can search an additional card with it if you banish it, with something like a March Hare that you can search next turn. So yeah, I wholly think that he should have gone Red Ransom instead. And he lost the Bestial, which I want to keep all Bestials in hand for an Orcust deck, 100%. So here we see him link into the Cyber's Wicked and then into a Link Rebo, trying to use the effect, forgetting that he's under the influence of Lancia for this turn. So pretty big misplay here. Now we see him make the Cryptor, which again makes no sense here. You should have just gone for the Red Ransom if anything. And then passes. And also he could have kept the Linger Rebo on field to negate something potentially like a Impulse, right? Impulse ended up being really strong against Aiden last turn. Now Luke activates Habakiri, goes straight to the main phase. Aiden is going to chain his copy of Impulse. Now luckily there is no traps in the graveyard, so it will not destroy the card in hand, so he still gets to keep it, which is great because this Prayers is going to get a lot of value. So Prayers is going to tribute Habakiri for cost, and then grab a copy of the Saji, and then he's going to pay 800 in order to special summon it out. Saji Chainlink 1, Habakiri Chainlink 2, or either way around. No matter what, you want to get access to the ritual spell, right? So he's going to resolve Saji, which grabs the ritual spell, and then add the Murakumo to hand with the Habakiri effect. So now he's probably going to ritual summon out, probably tributing the Kusanagi and Aramasa in hand, getting him 3 cards in total, because he's going to be able to blow up the Cryptor, add back the ritual spell, and add a monster from the deck through Aramasa. So GWC is chained in order to summon out the White Binder. So he's going to tribute Aramasa and the Kusanagi. now that everything has resolved, Chainlink 1 Aramasa to add, Chainlink 2 Kusanagi, don't know what his target is exactly, Chainlink 3 Murakumo to pop, and then you could go Murakumo to negate, because I don't think Aiden has any cards in hand. It does allow him to resolve his other trap, but it's either one or the other wholeheartedly. Looks like he is going to allow Whitebinder to resolve, so he's going to banish the Prayers, Kusanagi, and Aramasa, and it is going to be a one of. But here's the benefit of not negating the Whitebinder, is that now Aiden's last card on the field is going to be stopped no matter what. All he has to do is declare the Murakumo to negate it, because he has no cards to discard. So he's going to Foolish, wow, again one of, Foolish the Harp Horror. Harp Horror banish special summon the Gearsu dump the Nightmare. And he has a lot of bodies here. If he wants, he can also go King of the Feral Imps. Not that you need it. So he's going to link summon into Galatea. Ooh, and he gets to dump the World One, which means he gets access to Symbol Skeleton here through the Nightmare if he wants. Adding the the Babel. Now we're going to see him link 2 into the what's-his-face, the Galatea, and realistically you can just play however you want, because all you need to do is just deal 7,200, or actually no, you have to deal more, right? Because I think GWC will give him the 23. Yeah, so you actually have to deal about 10k. So here on the summon the Galatea, he will banish the you should have activated Babel, I guess, but it's alright. He's going to activate the Nightmare, targeting one of the monsters, probably Murakumo, to give it an extra 400, so maybe he drew Skeleton. We'll see. Activates Babel. Kind of curious as to why he decided on dumping the Harp Horror, because he would have gotten a lot more damage with Dingirsu. So here he summons out the Nightmare, and then the Galatea is going to be banishing a copy of Girsu in order to summon itself back. Can't say I agree with this play. He makes the long Girsu, summons the Nightmare in attack mode, by the way. That's only 100 points of damage, so 36, 25, and 100, leaving him at 3,800, I believe. Yeah, if he had sent Symbol Skeleton, he had Dingirsu plays, like, he basically, I believe he had game if he had just played that a bit better. In the main phase 2, he's going to go ahead and summon the SP, and then it's going to be negated by the Murakumo, and Thrust will be not chained, but activated in main phase 2. Setting an Imperm, I guess that's like whatever. If you had the Impulse, I would have just set the Impulse. Here we have March Hare, which is being declared, and all you have to do is just negate with the Murakumo. Looks like he's going to just allow the summon anyways, and then just negate the body he banishes. So let's see what ends up happening. Looking at that Whitebinder, okay, so on the activation of the Hearts Cryptor, he will go ahead and trigger Murakumo, and that is going to be game. So congratulations to Luke for winning round number 3. I believe this is the last round that got streamed, because it was the last round in general, so no more. But if you guys are in the DFW area, please go to Epik Cards and Games. They have local tournaments every Wednesday. I believe Friday and Saturday for Modern. And on Saturdays they also do Time Wizard as well as Wednesday and Thursday if they have enough players. So feel free to join. Edison is the most popular Time Wizard, but we'll also do Hat, Return of the Duelist, aka Wind Up format. Oh, and they also have Goat on Friday. So if you play Goat, feel free to go up there. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Have a great day. Peace.